All right, ladies and gentlemen, for our next session, Trust in Tomorrow's Technology, how the UK aims to lead the global effort on AI safety, please welcome Viscount Camrose, Minister for AI and Intellectual Property, Department for Science, Innovation and Technology, the UK Government. As Parliamentary Under-Secretary of State in the UK Department of Science, Innovation and Technology, Minister Camrose is responsible for AI. He's the first minister for AI in the UK, and beyond AI, he also covers intellectual property, cyber, geospatial, and ordnance survey. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my absolute honor. Please let us welcome to the stage Mr. Minister Camrose. Thank you.
Right. Well, thank you for those kind words of welcome. I was reflecting as I saw them that if there is an AI model being trained purely on the visuals of today, it would conclude with a very high level of confidence that you could spot a British Minister of AI by the fact that he's wearing a tie. It is really a great pleasure to join you all this afternoon. And indeed to speak alongside such an incredible and diverse mix of world-renowned thinkers, innovators, change makers working on AI today. So whether you're from the private or the public sector, whether you're part of the smallest, newest AI startup or the biggest AI lab, I believe all of us here share a common belief that artificial intelligence holds the potential to completely transform life as we know it. So as the Minister for AI in the UK, I've seen firsthand some of our boldest businesses using all of these revolutionary technologies to change so many people's lives already for the better. Businesses like Oxford-based Brainomics, they're employing AI to share vital information between NHS hospitals, almost halving patients' door-in to door-out time. Meanwhile, in London, Wave is harnessing very sophisticated AI software to pilot a new generation of electric self-driving cars, which could change the future of road transport forever. And at Google DeepMind, scientists working in the AlphaFold program have used AI to predict the shapes of 200 million proteins now, the fundamental building blocks of human biology. And that has let us take the fight to global diseases with a new vaccine against malaria and breakthrough treatments for liver cancer. So I probably don't have to tell anybody in this room that a new and exciting era of AI is well and truly here. But any speech about AI inevitably runs up against the but moment, and here we are. But for all the benefits AI will bring to our economy, to our society, and to the planet, we cannot be naive about its risks. The use of AI to spread disinformation, to create false and fake content are key examples. We saw just recently in the UK a really nasty instance of this, with a deep fake audio of the leader of the opposition circulating on social media. Some of you may have read about a similar incident that occurred in Slovakia just weeks ago. And there is, of course, another obvious threat that goes hand in hand with AI's rapid evolution. Experts, many of them here, no doubt, predict a 1,000-fold increase in computing power for some models over the next 5 years, leading to ever more, capable systems. And without appropriate safeguards, we run the risk of AI becoming so powerful that it exceeds human control, even human understanding. So here we have to strike what I think you will all agree is one of the finest and most delicate balances imaginable, a balance between safety and innovation. One of the most respected voices in the tech world, Mark Andreessen, rightly asserts that the development and proliferation of AI is a moral obligation that we owe to ourselves, to our children, and to our future. And while that is true, I believe we also have a moral duty to build trust in the technologies of tomorrow, to ensure that people in every corner of the globe know that AI is there to work for us and not against us. For the UK's part, our Prime Minister has set out a really bold ambition to establish Britain as both the intellectual and the geographical home of AI safety. And with the creation of our Frontier AI Task Force, we're bringing world-leading experts who genuinely understand this technology into our ranks. Chaired by Ian Hogarth, comprising leading figures in the AI world, like Yoshua Bengio, this task force is investigating risks right at the frontier of artificial intelligence. And they're working with AI companies like Google DeepMind, OpenAI, and Anthropic to do it. In addition to our task force, we've begun setting up a central AI risk function to keep a watchful eye on both existing and emerging risks. And we're partnering too with national regulators, including the CMA and the Office for Nuclear Regulation, to plan for AI's future uses. Fundamentally, though, none of the challenges that AI presents can be tackled alone. Just like COP and the race to net zero, the challenges we face on AI today are global in nature. They demand global solutions. Now, I noticed on the promotional blurb for this event that it billed our meeting as, quote, the only AI summit in the world that matters. Let me humbly suggest that there is one other summit that matters too, and that is the UK's Global AI Safety Summit that we're hosting at the beginning of next month. This historic two-day event will take place at Bletchley Park, where, of course, Alan Turing cracked the Enigma code and laid the foundations for a new digital age. In Bletchley, we could not have a more fitting venue to host key AI countries along with frontier organizations to drive rapid, targeted international action on AI safety. Our key objectives are to build a shared understanding of the risks posed by frontier AI, to develop international collaboration to address them, to identify how AI organizations can improve safety, to find areas for potential collaboration on safety research, and to showcase the very best of AI as a force for good in this world. There are two particular categories of AI risk that we're focusing on here. The first is about preventing misuse. We should do everything we can to ensure that AI can never be exploited by rogue, non-state actors to develop new dangerous weapons or carry out cyber attacks on critical infrastructure. And the second area is preventing loss of control, making sure that as this technology rapidly advances, it does not stray from our values and intentions. One of the ways we want to practically deliver on these goals is through partnering with AI developers on getting the right safety policies in place. So ahead of the summit, we are working with leading AI companies to consider important areas like responsible capability scaling. Drawing on ideas from Paul Cristiano and Ark Evals, we're asking developers to think long and hard about what dangerous capability levels look like. And we're asking them to state who is notified if they approach these levels and what justifies pausing development until better safety mechanisms can be put in place. That could include restricting access, increasing security, and retraining their models. And at its heart, I think this is a common sense safety measure, like having a smoke alarm in your kitchen, one that alerts you to danger and spurs you to action. Our goal in all of this is to ensure that AI develops in a way that earns public trust now and for years to come. Because developing AI is a collective endeavor, not just for industry, not just for governments, but for humanity. And in that sense, I hope that the UK's Global Safety Summit will lay the foundations for a lasting international consensus on how we go about mitigating the risks of frontier AI, and that we begin to explore the idea of an international network on AI safety, one that can support AI businesses like yours in the room, to mitigate not just the risks we've discussed today, but the new ones as they emerge as well. If we can get this right, the opportunities before us are almost limitless. AI can free us from countless hours of work lost to menial tasks. It can help us better treat, perhaps even cure, conditions like cancer, heart disease, and Alzheimer's. It can help us race ahead to net zero and build a greener, healthier, happier planet. AI gives us the power, and to echo the words of Thomas Paine, to begin the world over again. So let us work together as one single international community to ensure that it is safer, fairer, and more united as a result. Thank you very much.